wanted to review the OXO Tot Sprout high chair. This is the high chair that we got, and after using it now for a long time, he's 13 months old, so I kind of just wanted to do a review on it and let you guys know the pros and cons for this high chair. So first I'll give you kind of an overview of what it looks like, and then I'll go into detail with it. Here is an overview of what the high chair looks like. We went with the espresso base and then the navy seat. I'll show you the back of it. It looks just like that. And a few things right off the bat that I really love about this high chair is obviously its looks. It looks really nice in our house. It almost is like another piece of furniture. So I really love the aesthetics of this high chair. I think it's beautifully made. Another thing that I like with this high chair is the fact that it grows with your baby. Now I haven't actually messed around with the different heights and all of that because it's been perfect the way it is, but I know that when the time gets there, I can actually change up the height of the seat and all of that, and I think it will hold up to like, I want to say like a 3-year-old, maybe 5-year-old child. So it definitely, I'll put some facts down below, but it definitely can convert into just a regular chair and be sat at the table. So that's pretty cool. Also, the tray is very easy. So you just go right here and it slides right out. So that makes it really easy for getting him in and out and then just putting his food on and attaching it. So I do love the tray system. I will say, however, that when we were putting this together, it showed a second tray that snapped on top, and they did not include that because it was not made yet. So after talking with the company, they said they would send me one, and it's been a long time and I still haven't got it. So I'm gonna have to call them again about it. They said they hadn't even had it made yet and it was a typo. But basically there's supposed to be an attachment that can go on top of this tray. So that way you can just pull off the attachment and clean that. And I think that that would be a lot easier because you're actually not supposed to submerge this entire tray or water can get like stuck into it. So you just kind of have to like spot clean it. So I always take a microfiber cloth and just wipe the whole thing down. And then once the tray is off, it looks just like this, and cleaning is pretty easy with this high chair. So the seat actually just comes right off. It's just like a regular, like a foam base, I guess, and then there's Velcro down here, and I'll show you the details here in a second. But so it just pops off, so I'll pop this off, and then I'll take my microfiber wet cloth and I just wipe it all off in the sink. And then the second piece back here, I just wipe this down. This also Velcros off, but I never take it all the way off because it doesn't get dirty back here. So I usually leave this part attached and wipe the whole thing down. One thing that I recently started doing as well is just taking out the straps, which is actually a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be, so I started to do it now. So I will remove the straps and soak them in water when I'm cleaning it as well. So it is a pretty easy cleanup process, which I really like that, and I'll show you guys kind of in detail what it looks like. All right, so this is the seat. It's still a little bit wet because I just wiped it down. The one thing that I don't like about it though is that it is cloth on the bottom, so you can see how like kind of gross it gets on the bottom, and it's really hard to clean that because it's cloth and I don't want to get it too wet. So the top part's super easy, the bottom part is a little bit difficult. Here's what the seat looks like without that. Another thing is these are little like Velcro pieces that keep that piece in place, and you can see they catch a lot of food and crumbs, and you can't really get that out of there. So that's another kind of downfall. But I think with those two things, like it's actually, other than that, it's a really easy high chair to clean. Some of those I've seen look really difficult to keep clean. So like I said, the straps actually just pop right out. There's a little slots right there. And if you look in the back, you can see that they just slide right out like that. And I will slide these out and soak them in hot soapy water, and it'll get off all of this like extra food that's on there. One thing I wish is that this would also detach so that I could clean this one, because it's just really hard to clean these straps while they're attached. But here's kind of a close-up of all of it. And then here's a close-up of what the tray looks like. That's how it goes in. I'll pop it in again real quick. So it goes just like that. It's actually really easy and I really do like it. So overall, I think this is a really great high chair because it is really pretty. That was kind of one of my #1 things, was to make sure that it looked good, but that it was also easy to clean. I think having this really easy wipeable fabric and that it just pulls right off makes it super easy to keep clean and look pretty in our house, because that was a big concern for me. I also like that it stays put. I looked at some that had wheels on them and I just could picture, I don't know, the child just like sliding away in the wheels. So I like that it stays put. It doesn't even have the wheel option. I guess that makes sense if you have a smaller house and you want to keep the high chair stowed away. But for us, this works perfect. We actually just keep it right here in the corner of our kitchen. I like to put a splat mat underneath so when things get messy, everything can be caught on the splat mat. And then for the most part, I just wipe it down. Like I said, I use a microfiber cloth and water. I use the Norwex, so it's antibacterial. And I just wipe the whole thing down after each meal. Let's be real. As often as I can. And then once a week, I will deep clean. I will take off the straps, I'll take off the seat, and I will just deep clean all of the pieces and then put it back together. So that's how I keep it clean, and I think it's a very easy high chair to keep clean, and I really do like it, and they have lots of colors and options, so I think that's really cool too, because you can really match it to your decor. So that is all I have to say about this XOXO Tot Sprout high chair. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you can check out some of my other reviews, hauls, mommy videos, and our day in the life videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.